The twins had already chased away 6 nannies before anyone even learned their names. Some quit after 1 day, some after 1 hour. One left in tears, saying she'd never step foot in that glass mansion again. By the time the 7th nanny slammed the door behind her, the millionaire father stood alone in the silent hallway, staring at the family photos on the wall and wondering how 2 small children had managed to empty such a big house of warmth. Ethan Clark was one of Toronto's most successful real estate investors. His life looked perfect from the outside: luxury cars, Lakeview mansion, magazine covers, but inside that house, everything felt broken. His wife had died 2 years earlier in a sudden accident, leaving him with 5-year-old twins, Noah and Liam. Since then, the boys had changed. They screamed, threw things, hid under tables, and did everything possible to push caregivers away. Every nanny tried rules, schedules, discipline, rewards. None stayed. Ethan told himself it was because the boys were difficult. Deep down, he feared something worse, that they hated everyone who wasn't their mother, and maybe even him. Work kept him busy, but guilt followed him everywhere. He hired help because he didn't know what else to do. That was when Rosa arrived. Rosa wasn't young, and she didn't carry a resume filled with childcare certificates. She was a quiet immigrant woman from the Philippines who had worked as a cleaner in offices, hospitals, and homes across the city. She spoke softly, smiled gently, and asked only one question during the interview. "May I meet the children?" Ethan hesitated but agreed. He warned her. He told her the twins were impossible. Rosa simply nodded. When Noah and Liam saw her, they didn't throw toys. They didn't scream. They just stared. Rosa didn't rush toward them. She didn't introduce herself loudly or bend down asking their names. She sat on the floor near the window and began cleaning quietly, humming an old lullaby under her breath. Minutes passed. Then something unexpected happened. Liam crawled closer, pretending not to look. Noah followed. Rosa kept humming, never stopping, never staring. Eventually, Noah asked, "What song is that?" Rosa smiled. "A song my mother sang when I was scared." That was all. The next day, Rosa was hired, not as a nanny, but as a maid. Ethan didn't want to risk another disappointment. Rosa cleaned, cooked, and stayed mostly in the background. But slowly, the twins followed her everywhere. They sat near her while she folded laundry. They watched her cook rice and soup. She told them small stories, not lessons, not rules, just memories of rainstorms, long bus rides, and missing home. One afternoon, Ethan heard shouting and ran downstairs, his heart racing. He expected broken glass or another meltdown. Instead, he froze. The twins were crying, clinging to Rosa's legs. Rosa was crying too. Through tears, Noah said, "Don't go. Everyone goes." Rosa knelt down and hugged them tightly. "I am here," she whispered. "I stay." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He realized something painful. All the professionals had tried to fix the boys. Rosa had simply loved them. Over the next weeks, the house changed. The twins still had bad days, but they laughed more. They slept better. Rosa taught them how to set the table, how to water plants, how to say thank you in her language. She never raised her voice. When they acted out, she sat with them until the storm passed. One evening, Ethan came home early and found Rosa sitting between the twins, all three looking at an old photo of their mother. "She was beautiful," Rosa said gently. The twins nodded. Ethan felt something break open inside him. He sat down and joined them. For the first time since his wife's death, they talked about her together without running away from the pain. Months later, Ethan officially asked Rosa to become the twins' full-time caregiver. She accepted, but with one condition. "You must be here too," she said softly. "Children need more than help. They need their father." Ethan listened. Years later, when the twins stood on a small stage at a school assembly, they spoke about the woman who changed their lives. Not the millionaire father, not the big house, but the maid who stayed when everyone else left. Sometimes, the ones who heal us aren't the most qualified, the loudest, or the most expensive. Sometimes, they are the ones who sit quietly, hum a song, and remind broken hearts that they are not alone.